Welcome to Tabletop Battle Adventures D-Day 0630 hours, turn 13. I think this is part 3. This turn's taken a while. And if you need the details, you'll have to go back and watch turn 13 introduction, or the previous video before this. I did a short explanation of troop positions, strengths, who's on ambush, so forth. But for tonight, we're going to jump right into the adventure. No order dice have been given out on Omaha Beach for either the German 916th Infantry or the U.S. forces hitting Omaha Beach. And over here, the 506th PIR has only 2 order dice left to give out before the rest of their remaining order dice in the bag will be the U.S. forces hitting Omaha Beach. Germans on this table, both the 6th Fallschirmjäger, 1058th Grenadiers, and the 100th Panzer Regiment, the platoon from the 100th Panzer Regiment, they still have some dice left to use up. First dice, U.S. First Bazooka Team receives advance order and will advance 4 inches and stack up behind 2nd Squad Assistant Leader Sergeant Adam. Side note, all German and U.S. soldiers currently in the hedgerows are actually hidden. They're all hidden. As I scan all the positions, yes, so all the U.S. forces are currently hidden. And the German forces in the hedgerows and the U.S. forces in the hedgerows are all hidden. 4th Squad Leader, Sergeant Matt. By the way, the 4th Squad is the heavy weapons squad. He is going to go on ambush. The Sergeant Matt, plus right next to him, the 2-man team, one with the BAR, on ambush. A little further down the hedgerow, 2nd Squad LMG team on ambush. And then here at the front of the hedgerow, Sergeant Caleb the sniper on ambush. And the same thing right here in this hedgerow, Germans all on ambush, except for Sergeant Gerald's half-track. And that was the last order dice for the 506th. So now, yep, everyone's acted, I think. It's like the flamethrower fell off his position. Yep, there's still units on ambush, but I think that... Alright, so the next U.S. dice that comes out of the bag, the U.S. forces have to start assaulting Omaha Beach. Germans have a lot of pins to remove, but with moving through the water is going to be a 4-inch advance, so that'll give the Germans a bit of time. Yeah, let's see what the next dice is going to be. U.S. We're headed to Omaha Beach. The 88 has no pin markers in this bunker. The Pack 40 has a few. Alright, the U.S. Do I bring infantry on the beach first? Or do I bring up the armor and as it gets knocked out, use it for cover to move the infantry up? Gotta think about it. Looks brutal. Let's take a look at it from the U.S. forces side of the table. It just looks so brutal no matter where you come in. Two preparatory bombardments. I mean, the armor they have to get to the road to send the infantry in first. Historically, the Rangers came in on the right flank. It was Company C, 2nd Rangers. And I built the full company, so they historically came in this way, worked behind the bunkers, got into the German trenches. And the 116th, Company A, 116th Infantry came in left side in this area. And then I think the tanks came in far left from the 743rd Tank Battalion. I gotta think about it for a minute. Looks terrible. 5-minute meditation. Here's the company from the 743rd Tank Battalion that's going to be hitting Omaha Beach. Company commander, platoon sergeant, 1st platoon commander, the dozer, and then the next tank over is the flame tank, I think. Yeah, this one here. Those are all one platoon. And then the next platoon leader would be, there's a platoon leader and 3 tanks in 1st platoon, and then a platoon leader and 3 tanks in 2nd platoon. And the half tracks won't be hitting the beach until after the beach is secured. I looked at my notes. It looks like 0630hours turn 13. Historically, the 743rd Tank Battalion landed on Omaha Beach at the same time as the 116th Infantry Regiment. So this platoon here of the 116th Infantry Regiment, and I'm running the 1st platoon of Company A, 116th, and then this 743rd Tank Company up to the rockets. Some of these are not historical, obviously, but we're going to roll with it. They'll be able to hit this turn, and then it looks like the Company C of the 2nd Rangers, the full company that I built here, is not going to be allowed to hit the beach until they came historically at 7 a.m. versus the 743rd and the 116th were at 6:30 a.m. So here we go. Rangers have to sit out this turn. They'll be able to hit the beach next turn. We'll see where they want to hit after. 116th historically hit the left side of the table I built. It looks just awful on that side. Wherever the U.S. unit wants to enter the table, I'm going to roll a 1d6 with a scatter dice, and that's where they will deploy, except not forward or backwards. So whichever way the dice is pointing, more to the left, more to the right, that's how far down they'll actually hit the beach, to show the difficulty of landing in the exact spot. And now, let's bring in our first soldiers. First U.S. unit to hit Omaha Beach. It's going to be an M36 Jackson, but actually we're just running it as a so yeah, I was correct. It's an M36 Jackson. So this is the 2nd platoon leader, and he's going to be the first to enter the battlefield, and he's going to stay out of the line of sight of the 88, and he's going to open fire on the Pack 40 bunker. It's going to be a 7 to hit because of how challenging the shot would be. Well, I decided not to roll the scatter dice of seeing, make the units come in a little bit different spot. It's going to be tough enough to take the beach as is. So here we go, looking for a 7 for the Pack 40. No good. Let's see where that round's gonna land. The second platoon leader in the M36, Jackson, is not is at 84-inch range with this super heavy AT gun. So he's only gonna be rolling 1d6 with the scatter dice to see where that super heavy round goes. Ooh, 5 inches. Good thing it wasn't all the way up to that bunker. Shot does no damage. Now the whole machine gun, 5 shots, is gonna open up. They don't know that anybody is inside of the tower, but that's not a bunker up top. That's an observation post, so they can be fired upon. They are hidden, but I'm still gonna allow the, you know, I'd have my guys fire up there. It looks like some bad guys would be up there. So we're looking for 7s though. Still measured, it's over 36-inch range. So the movement for after 18 inches, that's long range. That'd be 5. Past 36 inches is going to be -2 more. That's 7s as is, plus the hardcover single man for the sniper who's up there alone. And next to him is the forward observer. So they won't go down. And we'll see if he can land some 7s. One possible. Oh, he actually gets it. Okay, so then we'll roll a dice here. On a 1, 2, 3, it's the sniper. On the 4, 5, 6, it's the observer. Ooh, it's the observer. Okay, it's going to be 1 pin marker. Nice shooting. And actually, these were some of the only soldiers that didn't get affected by the two preparatory bombardments. They have no pins, but they're about to. So that was the forward observer that takes the pin. Side note, I realized that the sniper, with the rules I run, he can start on ambush at the beginning of the turn, and I forgot to set him up on ambush. He had no pins, so I chose to do so. The sniper that's inside of the center of that bunker has 2 pins, so I decided not to put him on ambush. The only other sniper was the one here on the roof for the 1st platoon of the 916th, who was killed in the preparatory bombardment. Okay, let's see if anything happens to this forward observer, who has a great position to call an airstrike. So let's see, he's going to need, I don't think he's not a veteran, I don't think he's an NCO. All the German NCOs and officers are considered veteran, and so they'll be dying on 6s. Okay, let's see what happens to him. Oh man, critical. Oh, pretty good. Just the pin. Still, good shooting. Next, dice. This will be from 2nd platoon. This is 2nd platoon leader. 2nd platoon, this is a perishing, but I'm running it as an M4A1 Sherman with heavy 76 millimeter heavy AT gun. He has a super heavy. So let's just pretend that this is an M4A1 Sherman and not a perishing. Okay, so he's going to pull up here, and he's going to get a shot on the 88. He's going to need a 7, but we've got to put some fire on the 88, or we're all dead. So, looking for a 7. It's a miss. Let's see where that round's going to land. So just 1 inch. So it's going to hit the top of the bunker. There we go. Missed shot. Ooh, 88. All right, next up, with the Hall-mounted machine gun, I'm thinking, I don't think that there is an LMG team in this left window, and then in the right window, there is it's one of the NCOs with a SMG, but I think he's got a Panzerfaust too. They have no pins, so let's throw some machine gun rounds up there. I think it'll be 7s. So we're gonna fire at the window with the LMG team in it. Now again, they're hidden. We don't know they're there, but you can fire at any building you want to. Why not? Let's do it. So 5 shots. And we're gonna need 7s. Let me check that. So they fire the machine gun at the left second floor window. It's got an LMG team in it. Movement 4, long range 5, hard cover 7s. 2 possibles. Another hit. Okay, the LMG team takes a pin. The pin marker on the ground is for the 2-man SMG assault team that's in the first floor. So they take a pin. All right, let's see if they can take a guy out. There's neither are veterans, so they'll be dying on 5-ups, wounded on 4s. Oh, you lucky. Still got a pin, though. Sixth Fallschirmjäger, 2nd Section Leader, Sergeant Hans, will go on ambush. 2nd Section LMG team will go on ambush. 6th Fallschirmjäger Platoon Sergeant Fritz will receive an advance order and move up just into the corner of the wall. And 6th Fallschirmjäger 1st Section LMG team will go on ambush. These 2 bridges here and Carentan itself are objectives. The River Lock is an objective. All are held by the 6th Fallschirmjäger. And then this bridge here is also an objective. It's been rigged with explosives by 1058th 1st Section Leader Sergeant Michael, who's holding on to the detonator and on ambush. But this is just a little side note. 506 Platoon Leader 1st Lieutenant Corey called in an airstrike for this next turn. Artillery? No, airstrike right at the center of the hedgerow. So they got to make a move quick, either get out of this hedgerow, all these units on ambush, or risk the airstrike. And does he hold his position and just take the airstrike so he can detonate the bridge before he falls back? But that's a whole nother situation. All right, we got another U.S. dice next up. Next up, another 2nd Platoon M4A1 Sherman, the heavy AT, and it's going to also leave a little space to fit some infantry in here. But gonna go for it. It's gonna be need a 7 to land this shot. See if we can pull it off. Going for the 88 bunker. No, it's a miss. Let's see where it's gonna fly. And this is gonna be. Let me see the range. I think this is a 72 inch. Just over 36 inches, so it will be long range, which will be 2d6 with a scatter dice to see where this round's going to land. It'll be 7 inches short. And right here. Next up, the hull-mounted machine gun. I think we're going to just try to add some more pins to the same LMG team that is in the window. We'll be needing, maybe, I'm going to measure, but I think it's going to be 7s, but we'll measure. It's going to need 7s, movement 4, long range 5, hard cover 7s. Nope, no possibles this time. Sixth Fallschirmjäger, 1st Section Leader, Sergeant Carl, will go on ambush. Next dice. The 88 will receive a fire order, and he is going to return fire on the 2nd Platoon M4A1 Sherman. The only one he can see right now. This one is on here you won't be able to see, but this one, oh yeah, you can see that big barrel. Get the fire order. The 88 opens fire. First target comes into its sights. It's under 42 inches away, so the super heavy AT gun is going to need just a 3. Just needs a 3. Oh no, he hits him. Okay. 2nd Platoon tank takes a hit from the 88. +7 penetration. And is it going to be the side? Oh no. I should have thought about that. I should have came in facing the 88. That was foolish. So I guess that's, oh, really. And what is the armor? This would be, well, it's not a medium tank. I gotta check. So I definitely should have drove these tanks in facing front toward the 88. I won't make that mistake again for sure, but too late. So it's a +7, plus it hits the side, +8, and it's only a 9 armor tank, so only a miracle. So let's see, +8 because the side armor. Who doesn't drive head on toward 88? What was I thinking? All right, let's see. Oh, not good. That'd be 5 plus 8. That's 13. We're rolling twice on the damage result table. Dun, 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 dun. This tank's taking massive damage. 13 against 9 armor, so we're rolling twice on the damage result table. Done for. 2nd Platoon tank knocked out. But even if I would have driven face 4 would have still been 12 versus 9, so it still would have been. But I won't forget, drive head on next time. And we have our first knocked out tank on Omaha Beach, the first shot the 88 took. At least there's a hunk of metal for some hard cover to get, for the infantry to get to the kind of leapfrog between knocked out tanks, I guess. Oh, brutal. Nice shooting. The 88 knocks out the first of the Shermans. I think that's a great spot to end for the night for me. Be a few more nights, maybe 3 or 4, and I'll get back down here. Return to the adventure. I wouldn't want to assault that beach. No way. And when we return to the adventure, it will be US dice. By the way, this Karen Tan and Hedgerow's table is a 12x5, and the Omaha Beach table is a 7x5. 19 by 5 in total. I haven't figured out the square. See, what would that be like? I'm gonna have to do the math. Curious. If it was a 20 by 5, it'd be 100 square feet. So is that 95 square feet? That can't be right. Clearly, I need to go to sleep. But if it is, it's legendary. Alright, see you next time.